especially from Scotland and the two finalists last time. How do they stand? They find the challenge from the others. Who could be, have you observed the other teams and what do they feel?
Yeah, there are teams here that we know a fair bit about, and there are teams that we know less about. We know every team is dangerous in this competition. Like I said previously, every team deserves to be here from the pathways that they've been through to get here. On any given day, as for us, we have to perform. We know that we're going to come up against some of the best players in the world, and some emerging teams too. But they're extremely dangerous. Every one of these guys sitting next to us have got a group of players following them, pushing all the way to try and perform. So all I can say is we're looking forward to an exciting tournament. There's going to be some important games. There's going to be some close games, but there's going to be some very, very big moments in this tournament. So just keep your eyes peeled for them.
As Carl said, I think, as actually Gerard said, a lot of teams will play with a lot more freedom than I think a couple of years ago, and everyone is here to challenge every game. And it's up to us to combat that. But I think everyone's going to come hard regardless, and I think the conditions are going to suit every team. Every team has got their own qualities, and yeah, it's about who's going to combat it well in the next 2 weeks.
It's probably another question for Scotland and Netherlands. It's quite hot out there still. How have you guys prepared in terms of the weather here, which is different from your home? Yeah, you're 100% right. It's a bit different than from what it is back home. But we've been in Oman the last 8 days, where it was quite hot there as well, where I think we got used to the conditions. But in saying that, I think it's going to be hot for everyone. And no one is really used to playing 38 degrees in this type of humidity. But it shouldn't be infected really, because it's about the cricket. It's not about the hotness. I think you blanked it out as the game goes on, and it's just about who's going to play the best cricket rather than who's going to play the heat the best.
If you check Pete's Instagram, you can see that it was pretty hot today from one of the posts from his coaches. We've been here before. We know the conditions. Today was certainly a wake-up call for a lot of our guys. I think it takes a couple of days to get used to it. So fortunately, we've got a little bit of bedding in time. But at the end of the day, it's the heat is the heat. At the end of the day, you have to find a way to get through it. So we've got some good support staff there who will make sure they'll be looking after our players, and our guys are in good condition. It's going to be the same for every team here. It will be tough. It'll pose a few challenges, I'm sure, but I think we feel confident that we can get through it, albeit today was a tough one.
This is one for Singapore. You've come into the tournament with a big win against Zimbabwe recently, and you've also defeated Nepal a few months ago. What sort of expectations are you carrying, and how does that give you confidence, the recent wins?
Yeah, we are very much confident about this tournament. We recently have a very good tournament against Zimbabwe. We beat Zimbabwe, and 1 month ago we beat Nepal also. And the team's morale is quite high. They are very confident, and they are ready for this upcoming challenge.
Rizia from ARY News. Mine is just a general question. In the past, we've had a distinction between affiliates and associates, which obviously is not there now. And always a different format. We've had a team such as Hong Kong play in the Asia Cup. We've had yourself beat Zimbabwe, and then we've got a team like UAE as well, who have played a lot against the test teams. All different formats. But how much is the level field, the playing field in this tournament? How level is it? Do you think you're all equal in terms of the potential to beat one another? Just general to everyone.
For us, I just think, like I said, what just heard to showcase our talent and see how far it takes us. We don't pay as these guys, but at the end, I think we're here for a reason. Take every game, that comes.
For us, we've pretty much played most of these guys a couple of times. And I think in our team we have the capability and the machinery to win some games, because we also have good players who can take the game away at any given time. So for us, it's just a belief and to showcase our ability.
My question is for Kenya and Bermuda. Just wanted to ask, since you've been at this stage before, how important it is for you two guys to be a part of this tournament once again?
Sorry, come again?
You've been in the tournament before. You've played it for the. So how important it is for you guys to be a part of this tournament once again?
As it is, it's a global event, and for us, like not getting much time to play on the TV and everything, I think this is the best opportunity to show to the rest of the world like what talent we have in the team. So for us, this tournament is very, very important, and we're really like hoping to qualify.
Yeah, like again, for us is it's important because we had a tough America's Regions Challenge, and we know this tournament is gonna be tougher. So at the end of the day, we're just, like I said, showcase our talent just to move Bermuda cricket, going forward in a positive direction.
Carl, can I just ask about the format of the competition and the fact that sorry, this is to anybody actually, the format of the competition, having the two group winners going straight to the, qualifying immediately, is that, I mean, obviously you're going to be aiming to finish top of the group anyway, but is that like an even greater incentive? And do you think it's something that they could apply to ICC competitions in the future?
Clearly, it's an incentive. Yeah, you want to hit the ground running with your first game, or even your first two games. Really get some points behind your name. But it's certainly something that could be used in other tournaments. I think the format in general should help the teams who perform the best for the longest period throughout the tournament. It gives them the most opportunities, whoever that team may be. I think the question posed before is what was the difference? Is there the depth between associate and affiliate members? I think it's clear to see that all these teams have developed the way the game is growing, the way the so-called associates are developing is going through the roof as far as I'm concerned, the talents that are coming through. So every one of these teams will, and us certainly, will be pushing for that top spot. It's clearly an incentive, and it's one that I think everyone here wants.